All right, so here we go. We're gonna start off with the tier list, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking I'll let you pick. Do you want to start top or do you want to start bottom?
Uh, we can start from bottom because that's basically where like the easiest picks are, and then as you go up, that's where it gets just way more saucy.
What's the tier list for? Just general Smash
Way more
Ultimate tier
spicy
list.
with
It's just
the
we're
top
making it like
20 to
together,
30
so it'll be
picks.
interesting. It'll be interesting to make it together, like with an input of someone else here. So yeah. So I think everyone can agree, for the most part, worst character in the game, if I can find him. Where is this big beefy Gerudo boy?
I think I saw him up top.
Here he is.
There he is.
My main for literally all of pre-lockdown, Ganondorf. He's just
Oh man.
the poor guy. I feel bad for him, honestly. But honestly, I like that he's kind of the worst character in the game because when I used to play him, I was a very big proponent of, oh, he's the worst. Why are you losing?
Yeah. I love that argument when you're playing low tier. You're just like, wow, you're really losing to the worst character in the game. That says a lot about you, huh?
Exactly. It was very, yeah. I'm half convinced that's why Ganondorf mains play him. To be honest.
For me, for Ganondorf, I'm so glad that he's like the worst character in the game because his moves are so like good in a vacuum, and it's like the Incineroar thing where he has good moves, but it's just like, oh my god, he cannot use them. His movement is so
Yeah.
bad, and I don't want it to be any better because I
If
don't want to think about Ganon if he can like actually move.
Yeah, if Ganondorf's up B went twice the distance and he was like 20% faster, God help us all, you know?
I don't even want to think about it. I've seen so many people that can work with his like already garbage movement, and they can do some things, and he's already the worst character in the game. So I just don't want to think about how good he can get.
All right. Now here's the thing. Like a few months ago, I would have just slapped Dr. Mario in there without any thought, but I don't know, there's a little bit of
He kind of like with a major.
there's a little bit of controversy over Dr. Mario. People are saying he's still second worst. Some people are saying Esam put him in like mid tier. He got a lot of flack for that. Honestly, what are you thinking about second worst? I'm thinking there are some candidates here. I'm willing to hear you out on this one.
I think there's so many characters I want to put in there, but like I want to say Little Max in there, but he just keeps getting results, even though it like when you just like think about how he works as a character, he's just so bad.
How about this? Let's fill out E tier and then we'll decide the order.
Okay.
So we can put Mac in there.
I still think that it's like Ganondorf, Little Mac, Doc. Like those three are just like the three like you probably cannot survive at like the top level with them.
I'm kind of willing to put Doc in D.
You know what? That's probably fair. That's fair.
You know?
He has gotten results, and it's been like I want to say semi.
Hello, Layla and Giga Chad.
There at least a couple times.
Yeah, true. Another character that's down there a ton is Piranha Plant.
Oh yeah. I think Piranha Plant is just Patui. I don't think there's any other redeeming factor about that character.
Yeah,
No,
I
really
have to
good
agree.
Disadvantage, no recovery, barely any neutral. His side V is like useless if the other person just disregards it and runs through it.
I don't know about Dr. Mario. We'll throw him down here for now, but we'll talk about whether we should raise him or not. All right, DDD could probably go down here too.
I
want to put him at the top of E, to be honest.
I want to say top of E. I think compared to the other characters, yeah, okay. I think he's kind of in that vein because I feel like he's like a little bit better, but he's also just a gimmick. And if you understand the matchup, he just kind of folds.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm either gonna put him top of E or bottom of D.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So it really just depends on how much faith we have. Now here's the thing. I don't think there should be that many characters in E tier, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's really like bottom tier characters.
My take right now is that we could probably move Dr. Mario and maybe DDD into D.
I think so. So
So let's keep these three at the bottom.
Because I think
Oh, not plant. Not plant. No.
not plant. 'Cause I think Dr. Mario. I think Ganon's obviously the worst. I think Piranha Plant's probably the second worst because Little Mac has just gone that many results. I think his results are mostly just the players are so good, but they've been able to make him work, so it still counts in my opinion.
The results, if we want to talk about results carrying, Dr. Mario, only reason he's not second worst is because of the results he's gotten.
Absolutely.
And that I don't know, results speaks a lot for me.
For sure.
Now a few characters I know some people are going to be talking about, Lucario and Marth. What's your thoughts about Marth?
Okay. As like a diehard Marth player, I've been just grinding him for like the past 2 years. It's kind of mid.
Yeah, here's my thing. I've seen people put Marth in bottom 5, and they have like Lucina in top 15. And listen, I'm not here to argue that Lucina is better than Marth. That Marth is better than Lucina. Marth is not better than Lucina, but there's no way that they're that far away on the tier list, right? We got to put Marth in C at least.
I think Marth in C. I think the thing for me with Marth is that even though his hitboxes and everything kind of suck, he still got the Lucina frame data. It's not like he can't hit you. He can. It's just not gonna kill.
I'm thinking like bottom of C is a good place for Marth right now.
Yeah, I think that works.
And like, Lucario, I'm feeling above Doc and DDD for sure on Lucario. Dr. Mario is not bad.
Between Doc and DDD.
Loopy, we were talking about Dr. Mario.
Doc has gotten more results than Lucario, because Lucario's it's just Armadillo, and even then he's just kind of like.
Yeah, you know what? I see that. We'll put him in between. I'm just a Lucario like apologist, I guess.
That's fair. So, I get it. I understand why he can be so scary to play against in tournament, but his moves are just so bad. Like they copped him out on literally everything except for like I don't know his neutral beat. That's it.
I'm looking at other characters right now. A lot of people would put Ice Climbers down here, and I don't want to fall victim to recency bias. I think Ice Climbers could probably go into C.
I think Ices are in C. I think they're.
I think they're above Marth.
I think they're viable in the same vein that Marth is, but you just have to work so hard to like get good results with them. I think Big D is he's just that good of a player.
Put Lucario down there. We did. Dr. Mario's not bad. Dr. Mario. The only reason Dr. Mario is not right here is because we don't think he's bad.
Kind of goes. I'm not sure if Isabel's in like C or D.
Yeah, I was thinking about Isabel. I kind of want to put Isabel like maybe above Doc. Above Doc at least, right?
I think she goes above Doc because she can zone at least. Doc is like he's struggling on almost every end until he gets a hit in, but Isabel doesn't really have to like force a way in to get that hit.
I'm looking at all the rest of these characters here. The Mii Gunner and Mii Sword Fighter we're gonna have to talk about. I
forgot about Mii Gunner.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I think both of them. I think under Doc for sure for both of them, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think Mii Gunner is by far the worst. Because Mii Sword Fighter has some like okay normals, but Mii Gunner is just...
You thinking we put Mii Gunner like below DDD?
I think I'd put Mii Gunner below DDD, yeah. I think I'd even put them next to like Piranha Plant. To be honest.
Do we wanna have Mii Gunner like top of E?
I think top of it, yeah.
Mii Sword Fighter.
Mii Gunner like viable.
Yeah, that's true. Mii Sword Fighter, I kind of want to put in between Lucario and DDD.
I think so. Mii Sword Fighter is like barely there as like a counter pick character. I think he has like a use. It's like a very niche use, but at least he has something.
He is just pure Gorgonzola. Because if you're playing Mii Sword Fighter, you're going for cheese. You know what I'm saying?
He's just be pressing B for confirms.
There is a guy who comes into my arena who plays Mii Sword Fighter, and his name on the Nintendo Switch is B Up B Kill.
I get it.
So like that says all you need to know about the character, honestly. Is Ganon the worst? Absolutely. What else are we thinking? Are we thinking that might honestly, because like for C tier, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we should drop Ices and Marth down to top of D? Because I'm looking at how many tiers we got left, and like I cannot look at a single character and be like, yeah, that's the same tier of Ices and Marth, you know?
Actually, yeah.
Maybe Zelda?
Zelda's like, I think she's worse than both of those characters.
Worse than both. Do you want to do like bottom of C?
I think like yeah, like very bottom of C. Like probably every other character in C could go below them.
I'm sorry, Layla. I don't know. Let's think about some other ones. The Belmonts.
Belmonts,
Top of C, right?
I think they're top of C. I think they're a really good counterpick character for specific matchups. Like as far
Yes.
as like, textbook zoner goes, they can just do work.
It's a matchup
against
check
the
for
right
sure.
character. 'Cause I think their specials are like not as good as I thought they were at the beginning of the game, but they're still up there.
Yeah. So there's some characters that people are considering. So like I think Toon Link would be brought up at this point, probably. Sheik would probably be brought up. Rosalina. What character are you thinking we might fill in here next?
Out of those three, I think the worst would probably be in C tier. I think it would just be more of those like textbook zoners that don't really have those boxing tools like Duck Hunt, that kind of stuff.
You think Duck Hunt is in C?
I think he's like I don't know that much about Duck Hunt, to be honest. I'm just kind of spitballing here.
Who is this? This is Healer. He's another member of Rad Gaming. We're doing
usually
a
my
tier list
thought, like,
together.
the textbook zoner kind of characters usually just don't do that well.
I would put
especially
Duck
like
Hunt in
that.
B, honestly.
In B, I'm good for like B tier, yeah.
Here's the thing. Do we want to just like cut off C tier right here?
I feel like are there characters that could fit in there? I'm looking around.
We can definitely come back if there's something else we want to see.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Rosalina and Sheik are both probably good enough to be in B, and I'm an infamous Toon Link apologist, so I don't want to put him down there either.
As far as Toon Link goes.
Oh, heavies too.
Heavies?
Because like K Rule should be here. Bottom of C.
I think K-Rool's like bottom of C. I think he has enough movement and stuff, and like the armor. Dude, his Nash.
I'd put K Rule in between Ice Climbers and Marth.
I think that works. I think he's good enough to just get results like Kirby can stuff. They can just abuse his strengths and not like fall to his weaknesses.
Yeah, his strengths are really strong, but his weaknesses are really weak.
Yeah. I feel with like DK to an even bigger extent. Because DK's advantage stake goes kind of crazy.
Someone brought up DK, and I just had a flash of like, oh, wait a minute. There's a ton more bad characters we haven't talked about. Like Kirby, or, Ridley.
Oh, I think Kirby's in this. I think Kirby's in C. Like,
Kirby's in C, top of C. I agree with that.
Because he got some good matchups. I'm pretty sure.
Addicted to Smash this week? Yeah, we are, Zero. Did you put Simon ahead of Zelda? We did. I'm sorry.
He's that short.
I feel like Ridley could genuinely be bottom of B. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Held back so much by his recovery.
I think I actually want to put Ridley top of C, and then we can put DK in B.
I think so. I think DK is like really balanced in his like strengths and weaknesses.
I feel like
are, like horrible, but his strengths are also outstanding.
DK is definitely like the second best heavy. He's up there with Bowser in my opinion for like good heavies. And like the viability got proven.
Absolutely. Oh my god, dude, the Hikaru versus Glutonisa.
And one more thing, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like Villager and Toon Link could probably go in this tier as well.
I think they're about the same because they both have some like really good parts about them, but they're also struggling in like the like, boxing, recovering, that kind of department.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Villager below Ice Climbers. I'm thinking Toon Link below Ridley.
Toon Link? Actually, yeah, I'd put him in the same tier. I put them there, yeah. There's like Toon Links. I live in like the PNW region. There's just like a weird amount of Toon Links that are all getting good results.
Thank you, Omega, for the follow.
I don't know.
I don't know why I didn't do an alert.
I think so. I'm starting to just become like a Toon Link believer.
I think Streamlabs is being weird today, so it didn't do an alert. Yeah, I've been playing Toon Link a lot. He's got good combos. genuinely.
Yeah,
He's kind of like a less refined Young Link, in a
I think
sense.
so.
Like, if you're playing Toon Link over Young Link, it's because you like that character more, not because you think they're
Yeah,
better. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, like stylistically.
yeah, Arrow is the only Toon Link projectile that doesn't do that much. Doesn't have a combo out of it. Side B and
Yeah,
down B are really good for like combos. I was at a tournament the other day. Here's the thing about my Toon Link. I only play Toon Link against people I know I'd beat anyways.
yeah.
Um, Stringing together back airs like against heavies is so fun. I've gotten some clips I'm gonna upload soon about like just carrying this poor K roll to the edge of the stage. You know,
Yeah, I think
he's got some
good
sauce.
combos once you get the setups. I think he just has less options overall than Younglink, because Younglink can just kind of convert everything.
Young
he
Link is a
has.
lot more free, a lot less exploitable.
Yeah.
So here's question. I'm looking at the rest of the characters we have so far. I think there's probably only one that I want to consider in C tier, maybe one or two before we move on to the next tier. Bowser Jr. and Sheik. What do you think about those two characters?
Sheik, Sheik, I think, as far as like potential goes, I think she's like high B tier, because like the more time goes on, you just kind of realize how like stupidly high her skill ceiling is. Like she's a good character in a vacuum, but like how long it takes to get there, the game will be like long dead by the time somebody could like come close to mastering her.
I'm
So I
okay
think
with Sheik and B, but I don't know about top of B.
I think like middle of B.
That I'm okay with that compromise.
Yeah.
What
I
do we
think
think
she
about
can-
Bowser Jr.?
Bowser Jr. I've talked to a lot of people that are like Bowser Jr. believers, and they just talk about his strengths all the time. But I think his weaknesses are just that like glaring. Like his moves.
I
just,
think. Yeah, you go on. Sorry.
I think his moves are just like kind of mediocre. Like his side B is good. It's just kind of worse spin dash, but it's got a little bit of armor. It's got like some cheese to it. His down B is just really okay. His neutral B is kind of useless. His up B is it's good as a combo tool.
Dang.
Like it's a really good for taking early stocks. But as far as like recovering goes, it's really linear. And if somebody gets like that up B air dodgery, you could just die off of it.
So, do you want to put Bowser Jr. top of C and then that's it for C tier?
I think top of C, because I think Bowser Jr. could reasonably beat every character that's below him on the tier list.
Absolutely. Who is this? We're talking to Healer, fellow
Sheik,
member of
I
Rad
think just,
Global.
like, middle of B for me.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we're gonna move on to B tier now, and
Oh,
bottom
wait.
of B.
I forgot entirely about Robin.
Oh shoot.
That's a
Oh,
character I
We
didn't
Fit
see.
too. We need to talk about. I think.
Oh, We Fit?
I don't know. I'm feeling We Fit like below Bowser Jr. but above Ridley.
For me, I play against a really good We Fit a lot of times, so I believe in her strengths a lot.
Do you
but
wanna put her in B?
also- I think she goes in B. She's
Like
a
bottom of B?
super good boxer. She's like an absurdly good boxer when she has deep breathing and her zoning.
Below
is pretty
Zelda,
good. I think
please.
she struggles a lot in like recovering and stuff like that. Sometimes when she's off stage, if you can get a good read on her, her hula hoop and like up B is just really linear. But other than that, I think she's like really good against any character that isn't a sortie. She just kind of fills the sorties.
So Robin. My initial thought is below Bowser Jr.
I'm not gonna lie, I think he's worse than Marth.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. His moves, okay. Levin Sword is like gives you some of the best normals in the game. But when you don't have Levin Sword, I think he's like me Gunner tier. If he has to rely only on specials and like Bronze Sword, I don't think he's doing that well at all.
I can see that. Do you want to go like? I'll go below Ices. I think.
I'm fine with.
I can see that.
Because I think he's kind of got like the Joker with Arsene problem, where if he doesn't have Arsene, he's kind of struggling. But with Joker, he still has like really good normals. But Robin normals are like kind of useless. His smash attacks are bad. His tilts are bad. He has like an okay. He has an okay jab. He has a good like killing jab, but as far as like neutral stuff goes, it's just yeah.
Robin is a very setup based character for sure.
Yeah.
B tier. We said we were gonna put DK in this tier.
DK? Oh yeah, yeah. I think he goes in that tier.
Oh gosh, Incineroar we forgot about.
Incineroar? Okay. After seeing every Incineroar thing, every like good play that Incineroar's done, and like the results that people have gotten, I'm starting to think he's like genuinely like bottom of mid tier.
Do you think bottom of like? You think like right below Zelda?
I think like right.
Cause I don't know if he's worse than Zelda. I do below K roll.
I think with Revenge, I think he's a little bit better than like.
We could put him next to Ridley.
Okay, yeah, I think I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I think he can excel. He can like abuse revenge and stuff like that.
Below
It's
Zelda,
so
fellow
scary
rat.
to just know you can like take 80 from a single hit.
Yeah, true. And what was the other character I was thinking about? I was looking at here and I was like, oh my gosh, we forgot about. Okay, I forgot about it. I'm sure I'll remember. Few characters I want to put in the discussion for B, right? I'm just gonna throw them in the tier and we'll talk about which ones we think should be here, which ones we think should be above or below or whatever. I'm thinking about Mewtwo right now. I'm thinking about Ike. I'm thinking about Greninja question mark, but I could see Greninja going higher than that.
Ooh, that's a spicy take.
Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing out some mids right now that I think would be good to discuss for B tier. Who else are we thinking? Oh, we said Sheik would be here too.
Yeah.
Probably
I think
the Pits.
I think
The
Luigi
Pits.
goes in that tier too.
You think Luigi's in here? Okay, I'm okay with that. We'll do order in a sec.
Oh, I think Puff is definitely in there.
Palu?
Not lower.
Who?
I think Puff is in there.
Oh, Puff. Yes, that was the character. Rosalina, I totally forgot about.
Yeah, I'd say
like below Kirby, maybe above Kirby. Right here?
I think like top of C tier. She's like she's one of the better setup characters.
We'll put him right there. And I think that's it for characters I wanted to discuss in B. Maybe Chrom in there too.
Chrom, yeah.
Maybe Falcon. Oh my God, we forgot Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh no, D tier. No. D tier.
Oh, I'm thinking above Lucario for sure. Above Dot. You know what? I'm a believer. I'll put him atop.
You're a believer?
I'm kind of a believer. I've seen what online Banjo can do.
You know what? Just for Wonder Wing, I'm okay with him there.
Banjo won the last Cheese Bowl.
Oh no.
I'm putting him top of D. I think that's good. Another one for B. We need to consider Link.
Oh yeah.
I'm considering Corrin too.
I think Corrin's in there. Yeah.
We're putting a lot of characters in here. We'll sort them out later. And then maybe Inkling too. Ooh, Pichu. I think we should put at the bottom of this one, to be honest.
Oh, Meta Knight? I think
Meta Knight 2 should be in here. That's true. I think we're mostly looking good right now. No, not Shulk. Shulk should be high. Sora, maybe. We'll talk about Sora, chat. Don't worry. We'll talk about Sora. Maybe Falco, but I can see him going higher.
Okay.
Mega Man, probably at the bottom of this tier as well, to be honest with you.
I think I'm like a Mega Man believer, like A tier.
Yeah. A, interesting. Okay.
I think I'm a believer.
And I'm looking at the rest of these characters. I think this is where all of them should. I think the rest of the characters. Oh, and Lucas. Lucas should be in this one too. Yeah. But I think other than that, I think most of the characters that we haven't ranked so far will probably be in either A or S.
Yeah.
Okay, now to sort out this mess we've made.
I think Hero's in that tier. I'm gonna be honest.
Hero as well. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'll put this one.
Okay.
All right. So.
Start here.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm saying Pichu was probably at the bottom of this tier, right?
Pichu's definitely at the bottom. He got.
I'd put Puff. I'd put Puff right above him.
Puff's got somehow better results than Pichu.
Pichu, Lucas, Puff, in that order.
Yeah.
After that, Meta Knight. I think Meta Knight's better than Puff, but not by that much.
Yeah. I think he got some results. He's got some stuff he can do, but
And then Link,
then it comes down to it.
right? I mean, I'm feeling Link right there too.
Link's like he's just kind of like
What
kind
about
of worse.
Olimar?
He's
Well,
like
I think I'll bring
doing
up
he's
Olimar.
like doing one of two
We'll
things.
talk
It's
about
either like
Olimar.
Nair spamming mode, or he's like really technical, but it's also easy to read him. So he's not winning that much on either end.
Chat brings up a good point. Do we put Olimar in this tier?
I think in the current meta.
In the current meta, I feel like we could put him at the top of this tier.
Yeah, because he gets outclassed by so many of the like top tier characters, because they're all just like sorties, good range, they can just like stuff out Pikmin.
I can't find Olimar, so I have no choice but to put Alf at the top instead. I'm scared to ask about Game & Watch. We'll talk about Game & Watch.
Pit definitely goes on the lower end, because I used to be kind of a believer in Pit, but then I kept playing against Pit players, and I just keep falling out of things.
I want to go Pit above Link, and then Dark Pit above Pit.
Yeah, I think Dark Pit's arrows inside B are just a little bit better.
I think Dark Pit, I don't know. I feel like the things that he has over Pit are more valuable than what Pit has over him.
I think killing off the side is definitely nice in some situations. It's a little bit debatable depending on what you want, but I think for most cases, Dark Pit arrows just kind of work better.
How's it going?
They do more knockback. Normal Pit's arrows are like good for a select few cases where characters just can't like recover.
Lamau, what?
Like that.
Chat's molding.
Dark Pit's arrows.
Dude, I'm looking. I cannot find Olimar on this. There we go. I see him.
Oh, you found him. You found him.
And now I've lost him again. There he is. Okay. There you go. In few characters, I think Mewtwo above Pit, maybe below Pit, honestly. But
I think he does. I think he does worse.
Yeah, let's go Mewtwo below Pit, and then Sheik.
Like
Do you want to put Sheik above the Pits?
I think she could go above the Pits. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she has a similar thing where in like a vacuum she should work like really good, but then in practice it just keeps falling apart. She can't hit her kill confirms. Everybody keeps falling out of things. It's just like that kind of problem.
Yeah. At this point, we should have put DK a little lower. Maybe.
I think DK's like in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm thinking DK below. I'm thinking DK below Puff.
I think so.
And then, I don't know, a few characters I think we should talk about right now. Wii Fit, I could see Wii Fit being below Sheik.
I think so.
And then,
Wii Fit's just that polarizing, but she probably can beat a lot of the characters below her, but it's also like a 50-50 sometimes. I think she'd probably just lose to a lot of characters above her. The people who believe in Wii Fit really believe in Wii Fit. That's true.
Chrom, I think below Sheik, but above Wii Fit.
What do I think about Chrom? I'm trying.
His Chrom's not that bad.
How bad do I think his recovery is?
Yeah.
Everything else about him is really good. I'm just like, how bad do I think his recovery is?
I'm not certain that it's that terrible.
It's kinda
I feel like he's got a really good advantage state though.
His advantage state is really good. It's hard to get him to the point where he has to use his recovery. Because he has a lot of options before that point.
I'm willing to put him below the Pits.
I think so, to be honest.
Okay.
I think his weaknesses are so... It's like so bad for him.
Okay.
He's so much of a better character if he had like any other uppy.
I'm thinking Ike should probably be a little down here as well. Maybe right above Wii Fit.
I think after the Nair nerf, he's kind of... They gutted him. You can't do too much.
Well, not gutted necessarily. He's still got a lot of his good combos, but...
He's got good stuff, but it's like, you gotta work for your
stuff.
You can't just fish for Nair the entire time.
What else am I thinking? I'm thinking Inkling, probably barely above Sheik, in my opinion.
I think she's better than Sheik in the sheer fact that she has the consistent kill confirm of up throw up air, even if it's like kind of tight on some characters.
I watch Colorado 8 all the time at like regionals and whatnot, so I'm kind of a believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Corrin. and Sora should be. I'm feeling like Hero is actually good right there, to be
I
honest.
think Hero's good right about there. I think he's just kind of
I want to say
just
Corrin and then
just above
Sora.
average. Yeah, I think that
Poor
works.
Little
As
Mac.
far as like their moveset goes, I think Corrin's glaring weakness is like very little mobility in the air or on the ground. And then Hero's kind of got the same like lack of mobility, but he can make up for it with like
On flat
zoning
stages,
and
Little
just
Mac is
random stuff.
unstoppable.
So
Tell that to
honestly, I
Min
put him
Min.
just like right above Corrin for me.
Here we go. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm actually feeling Falcon below, like, maybe Sora.
Sora, what are your thoughts on that one?
My thoughts on Sora? I think Sora is pretty good, but you gotta be really dedicated to the character. Like, I think Sora has more proven results than Falcon does.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Falcon is probably better than Corrin, but it's not. It's very close, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like, these
fair.
three are, like, depending on the day, I could interchange them, you know?
Yeah, I think they're just kind of in that area.
And then, I don't know, I'm feeling like Greninja, then Luigi, then Olimar, and then this. I'm feeling this order. What do you think about this?
I think Mega Man's above Falco as far as like moveset goes, because I think Falco is just a little bit lacking mobility. Mega Man has a little bit more he can make up for it with like zoning, that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I could see Falco and Mega Man probably being bottom of A, to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a Mega Man believer. I think he can do. I think he can do work if you put in the time with him.
I still think Falco. I feel like Falco is more relevant. I don't know. I feel like Falco's strengths are a lot stronger in the current meta.
That's true. It's Falco's a lot easier to brute force your game plan than Mega Man, I think.
I want to put Mega Man below Falco.
Yeah. I think Greninja's kind of in that area as well, to be honest.
Greninja, you think we should raise him?
I think Greninja's mobility, like, and is single-handedly like making him a really good character.
Do we want to put him like right here?
I think so. He's like better than Sheik as far as like just being able to function in tournament, that kind of stuff. But I think not being able to shield, not really being able to use any defensive options, and just having to like evade instead of being able to like out of shield people is like so detrimental to him.
I don't know. This is just me. Oh, we forgot about Duck Hunt.
Oh, Duck Hunt.
Right here. Right here, above the pits.
Okay, you know that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. You can talk to me more about this if you want. I feel like Mega Man could be more here. Like, realistically, bottom of A and top of B isn't too different, but like, I'm thinking about it in my mind, and it just doesn't feel right. Cause like, I'm thinking about the characters that we're about to put in A. We're about to put like characters like Min Min and Mario and Lucina. Like, I don't know if Mega Man really is on that same level.
You know, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Why is DK that high? No way DK is better than
Yeah,
Rosa.
yeah, that's
DK
fine.
is like the second best heavy, low key.
Oh, I think we. Forgot
I'm
about
sorry,
Shadows
Brammer. We forgot Bowser too.
and Bowser. I think
Which one?
Bowser's-
Which one did you say we forgot?
We forgot about like Ryu Ken.
I was gonna put Ryu Ken bottom of A.
I think Ken's like B tier. Ryu's like A tier.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I will put Ken top of B. Ryu like I think I want to put Ryu like. Yeah, I'll put Ryu at the bottom.
I think Ryu's better than Ken, like consistency wise. Because Ken's just got like some weird multi-hit stuff that people just kind of keep falling out of.
And then Bowser, I want to put above Ryu, below Falco.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. I'm thinking about who we want to put. Some characters I think should be in A, or at least in the conversation. Like I was saying, we should put Mario here.
I think Mario's like top. Because
Top?
just kind of like I think he can brute force his game plan against a lot of the top tiers, even though he's like losing some of the time.
Lucina should be here. I'm gonna do the same thing we did with B tier, where I kind of just chuck characters in here and we'll discuss order.
Yeah.
Lucina should be up here too. I think Game and Watch should be up here.
All right.
I don't think Game and Watch is S tier, and I think Min Min should be here as well.
Okay.
I could argue for Min Min being high A though. And then I'm thinking some other characters. I think Sephiroth could be up here. I'm thinking Shulk could be up here. And I think the Samuses should be up here.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Ness is probably in this tier too.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, I don't know, cause like there's a lot of characters. Yoshi and Young Link too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Young Link,
Probably Zero Suit.
Like barely in there.
Oh, Bayo. I forgot about Bayo. I want to put Bayo bottom of A.
Okay.
Diddy probably too is up here.
Yeah.
So is Byleth.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of in the area.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking Kazuya could be like top of A, but I think he's better at probably bottom of S.
I think he's like bottom of S.
Yeah, I want to put Wario in this tier.
All right.
I could argue for Pac-Man being here. I think Cloud is definitely a safer bet though.
Yeah.
And I think that might be good for this tier. I'm checking it again.
Yeah, I think that's about all we need.
Which one?
I think that's basically good.
I like that. I could see every other character making a case. We'll talk about it more when we get to S tier. We could have some characters that are over here probably be moved down to this tier when we talk about it more. Like Palutena and the Peach Daisy. I think we should talk about those.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bayonetta, Ryu, Bowser, Falco. I'm feeling really good about that order for our bottom four.
I think all those four just kind of in the bottom.
After that, I'm feeling Ness.
I think Ness, yeah, because he gets walled out so much by the sword.
Guess what, Rister? What's up? What's up, OG chair, dude? Rister, I'm coming for you because of Ryu. I see. Shulk top. I'm feeling ZSS after that.
Yeah.
And then Yoshi.
I think that's fair.
And then I could see like Young Link and then Diddy.
Young Link, Diddy, yeah, they kind of fit in there. I think Sephiroth.
Sephiroth should be a little lower too. Yeah, Sephiroth could be. I want to put Sephiroth above Yoshi, but below Young Link.
Okay, yeah, he suffers so much.
He does. I played this character for a while, and oh my god, it was terrible.
One Wing is so good. But
One Wing is the reason why he's up here and not like top of B. You know.
Yeah, but then he dies half the time before he can even.
I know.
One Wing, so
it's rough.
Like,
I want to put Byleth. I think Byleth should actually be below Diddy.
I think so.
And then Cloud, that looks good. Wario should probably be below Cloud though. Maybe below Diddy too. Maybe Wario below Diddy. What do you think?
I think so. I think
Yink is in front of Byleth. You really think so? I'm not sure about that.
He can just kind of do whatever he wants movement-wise.
I thought Lucas was the better one. No, Ness is better. Someone in chat said that Yink should be better than Byleth. I disagree, but what do you think about that?
Young Link, I think Young Link kind of struggles a lot in the getting KOs out like a department. Like they can struggle a lot if they don't get those confirms. Like if they don't get that like 100 to like 120% confirmed, the other person can live to like 200. Like,
I'll leave this stream
sometimes, and it gives the opponent a lot of room to reverse them.
Someone's complained that we put Byleth in A. I think Byleth has such a simple game plan that they can really push on you. You know.
I think so. I think a lot of Byleth is just Leo, but there's also other Byleths working.
There are other Byleths, and Byleth is a pretty simple character as far as their game plan.
Yeah, I don't think Byleth did that especially good. They're just like very solid.
After this, I'm thinking like above Cloud. You know what? Do you want to put Shulk? Where do you want to put Shulk?
I think Shulk's like right above or below Cloud, because I think Minato is broken, but his moves in a vacuum are all like extremely mediocre.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't have a single aerial with a single number startup, right? Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm gonna put him below Cloud. I kind of want to put him below Diddy too.
Honestly, yeah. As far as like the characters themselves work, I think he's just kind of in that like chic area where it's so hard to actually make him work that it's like barely viable.
Like the thing about Diddy and the thing about Cloud too, which is why I think Cloud is better than Short. Cloud has such a great advantage state. He just strings together aerials like crazy.
And he's so safe with all of them. His forward air, his back air, his down air, his like F tilt, almost everything is just hard to contest. Like
Yeah.
just throwing it out.
And here's the crazy part. I actually think the rest of A tier is ordered pretty well.
I think so.
I am okay with that.
That's about right.
I think
I could leave it there.
I think I kind of want to put Lucina over Mario.
I think so. I think she's like that. She's like that Violet kind of character where she's simple, but everything just works. She just has so many good moves. Everything just kind of flows together well. But she's also got that like movement over Violet. That can
Yeah. I don't know, cause like I could see, like, chat. Call me a non-believer of my own character, right? I could see Game & Watch being below Diddy too, though.
Game & Watch below Diddy?
Like,
I think he's still really good.
I think Game & Watch is good, but he's less well-rounded than a character like Cloud.
That's true. That's true.
Like I don't know. He really succeeds in what he succeeds in, but he's got glaring issues that a character like Cloud doesn't have.
Okay. I'm fine with putting him like right below Cloud.
I'll leave him above Diddy, but I want to put him below Cloud.
Yeah. I think Samus is.
I think Samus is better than Cloud. And I think the rest of this is good.
Okay, okay. Might as well just start throwing everybody else in S tier now.
Well, hold on, because this is the exciting portion where we get to count down our top 5, right?
You're so right.
So here's the thing. This S tier is probably gonna be longer on our tier list than a lot of other people's S tiers. I think there are a good amount of characters you can consider S tier. Here's the thing. Bottom of S, I want to put Terry and Palutena there for sure. And maybe we could have a discussion about maybe putting them in A. Because I don't think both... Like, these two characters are really good fundamentally. I could see Terry being below Mario, though.
That's... yeah, I can kind of see that. Because as far as, like, FGC characters go, he's just always... They always have that, like, weakness when it comes to not being in somebody's face, but Mario has so many tools to just get in.
I don't know. I'm feeling... Because then there's Palutena as well. I think Palutena is more well-rounded.
I think Palutena is a super well-rounded character.
I'm going to lower Terry down to A. I'm going to put him above Min Min.
Just bottom of A, yeah. Or top of A.
Yeah.
I think Peach is probably like the very bottom of top tier.
Very, very bottom. Really I agree with that.
With like frame data, float, but she also just gets zoned out really hard.
Yeah, I'm okay with Peach and Daisy bottom of S.
Yeah.
I think Kazuya should be above Alu, but that's as high as he goes.
I think so. I think, oh god, he's Kazuya Mishima.
Kazuya Mishima, baby.
I don't know. Anymore with Kazuya.
I'm feeling Snake, because here's the thing about Snake, right? I'm a little bit of a Snake believer.
Okay.
Okay. I want to put Snake below Kazuya. And then I want to put Me Brawler below Snake.
Me Brawler below... Yeah.
Maybe honestly, even below Palu?
I think I might put him below Palu. I think Palu's just like more well-rounded overall compared to like the setups that Brawler has, because he kind of has to lean into like defense or offense on like any like special move setup he has, so he's just kind of lacking slightly in one of those, but Palu just always has those.
I'm feeling... Here's what I'm thinking, right? Because the more I look at this, the more characters I want to put under Kazuya. But I think that might be it for characters I put under Kazuya. I think Fox is next, probably.
I think so. Fox is so... His advantage state is so good. Oh my god.
I remember when I put Fox as like top 5 in my last tier list, and chat called me crazy.
They called you
They called me crazy. They called me a madman. I'm thinking next though. I'm thinking like Pikachu. Cause
Really?
I'm not as big as a Pikachu believer as a lot of other people are.
You're not a Pikachu believer?
I'm not a Pikachu believer. I'm sorry.
I think Pikachu is top 5 minimum, to be
Really?
honest. I think he's just that good. He's so okay. I think he's kind of held back by his players. None of them are like
Listen, I'm not saying he'd be higher on the tier list if Esam had hair, but I'm saying
but I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that either, you know.
I think he's just so good in a vacuum, and none of
I'll
his
put him a little bit
players
higher
has
than
been
that.
Able to just like utilize that fully.
I want to do Wolf next. I think having Wolf and Fox next to each other is pretty good.
I think so. I think Wolf's a little bit better than Fox, just overall.
Me too. He's more well-rounded.
Yeah. He's got those sorty attributes.
And then I kind of want to put Pac-Man.
Pac-Man? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He's got such good normals, and his specials are also really good. He can recover from basically everything. He's got a bunch of hydrant, just like random cheese stuff.
Ooh, what are your thoughts on Roy?
Roy?
Roy, and then we need to talk about PT as well.
I think
I'm feeling PT like below Wolf.
I think so. I think PT has a problem with not being able to access all of their strengths at the same time. But it's to much more of an extent than like Aegis, because it's like Aegis, they kind of have like the same moveset. They can do almost the exact same thing, just with like.
This is agony, said R0. Someone help me. Rister tier list, right?
Character, and they're entirely different strengths.
I'll do the stretch
so
later.
Hard to like be able to access that, especially when you have to go in the specific order for them. So I think that just holds them back a little bit.
I agree with that. So let's see. What characters do we have left? We have Steve. We have Sonic. We have Roy. We have Aegis. Pikachu, Joker. And that's it. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're at top 7 right now. You think Roy is next?
I think Rob goes next.
Rob. I would put Rob above Roy.
Rob above Roy?
I feel like Rob just has I feel like Rob is well-rounded, but he exceeds in every single aspect of that circle, you know?
That's true. I feel like when I'm thinking about
regular
Rob,
tier list.
I think about like just like how much he gets like advantage stated sometimes, but then I remember just how explosive his advantage state is. I think he also has that Pikachu problem where his player base for some reason just isn't utilizing everything he has, because he could like honestly just kill you off of a straight hit like 9 out of 10 times, but nobody's doing it because nobody wants to lab him, I guess.
Yeah,
nothing was doing it.
It's like, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Roy, then Rob, then Pika for me.
Ooh, okay. I'm fine as long as Pika's in like the bottom of top 5 at least.
Okay. So there was just an ad break activated. So before we rank any other characters,
yeah,
we've got Steve, Sonic, Aegis, Joker.
As far as like
that's our our top 5 has Pikachu in the bottom.
Ice cream truck outside my house. Oh my god, it's
an ice cream truck outside.
Ice cream truck jingle.
So
okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. I think Steve goes next.
So we've got. So let's just put these up there right now, and then we'll discuss ordering later, right? Let's just put these up there. We'll discuss ordering after that. So I just want to make sure we didn't forget any characters. I'm like looking at this character pool, thinking like, who did I not pick? Oh, Sonic, right? So wait, okay, reskin. Okay, we didn't forget any characters. The last time I did a tier list, I forgot Bowser Jr. We didn't forget any characters. I'm just like putting all the characters up there and then looking at what we have left, just to make sure we didn't forget any. Because the last time I did a tier list, I forgot Bowser Jr.
Oops.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's that's everyone.
So this is everyone. This looks like you think Steve is next. Tell me about that.
I think Steve. is like he's really good. Obviously, he's like really good, but he's also like struggling in that same department of like if he's getting zoned out, he just cannot function. Of course, there's like camping and stuff,
Mhm.
but I think a lot of the top 5 has so many ways to deal with him. Like
You like
I
you
think
you
I
think
think he can beat
Steve?
like basically every single character, given the right circumstance.
Mhm.
But if you could just like exploit his weakness, and if you can just like exploit his weakness, I think you just can win.
You think Steve is susceptible to camping?
I think he's susceptible to camping from the right characters, and from the right
Mhm.
characters, I usually mean like the rest of the top 5.
Mhm. Here's the thing. I would put Joker next.
Joker, actually,
I feel like Steve
yeah,
is
I'm
better
down
than
with that.
Joker.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about it and I'm just like, here's the thing. MKLeo traumatized everyone so bad that like you'll never see a tier list without Joker anywhere within like the top 10 at least, right?
That's true. That's true.
Um, it's just like I don't know. I'm just not seeing him. I'm not saying this is like a results based tier list. It's not, but like it's just he's not as meta relevant and he struggles. I feel like Joker would kind of struggle a little bit in the meta right now.
I think so.
Like we talk about like a dominating Joker performance. I feel like Joker would probably struggle like from the top 8 of like main stage. I feel
Yeah,
like Joker
I
would have
think.
struggled there.
Yeah, I think Joker struggles from the same problem that like Shulk and Sheik have, where it's like they're really good in a vacuum, but then if you're in tournament, you can struggle so much to just hit the things you need to, or like just play
Mhm.
perfectly, because it's like bar to play perfectly is so much higher than like a lot of other characters.
Mhm.
That it
So
just
yeah, I agree.
yeah.
And now we get to the top 3,
Ah,
right?
I don't think Sonic's the best character in the game.
I actually this is how I would order it personally.
Okay.
Talk to me about Sonic. Why do you think Sonic isn't the best?
Sonic,
Because here's the thing, a lot of Sonics on Twitter lately, I've seen this the past few weeks. Pelly was the one who started it, right? And all of a sudden, there have been propaganda from Sonic mains trying to convince you that their character is not as good as you think. But I don't
okay.
buy into it at all, to be honest.
I think I think Sonic struggles a lot from his normals because
Really?
his moveset is very limited. It's mostly just special moves, aerials. His tilts are all basically like next to useless. His up tilt is like kinda use. You can kinda use the up tilt. His up
Mm-hmm.
tilt's just not good. His down tilt's not good. His down smash is basically never used. F smash is stupid good. But his up smash is just like it's okay. I could shield poke. I think that's basically like the only good thing about it. His nair is
Mm-hmm.
good. His back air. I don't know. I don't know if his back air is good or people are just really good at placing it.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Sonic for me. I feel like Sonic wins every matchup in the game, or at least goes even with at least every. I don't think he has a losing matchup. Um,
Ah, I don't know
there
how I feel about that.
like I don't know. There's some that are pretty close, but like I feel like it can be negated. Um, here's my thing about this, right? Something I wanted to emphasize a little bit to chat and just like in general. There is not that much difference like in between top 5 at
Yeah,
this
most of these
point.
characters can compete with each other.
Like
Like very
if we're
comfortably.
talking about like the difference between Aegis to Steve or Steve to Sonic or Joker to Aegis, there is not a lot of difference in the because I feel like a lot of people are going to look at this tier list and their first thought is Sonic is the best character in the game, which we're currently debating that, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's it's not Sonic is far and away the best. It's whatever character lands at the top of this tier list is going to just barely edge out his competition.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So you think Steve should be after Joker though?
I think so.
I'm okay with putting Steve
Ah,
there. So so really what we're discussing right now is Sonic or Aegis as best.
for me, overall, I think Aegis is better, but Sonic can definitely like compete. I think for Aegis, for me, it's so she's so accessible. It's like it's so easy to just pick her up, like just figure out how she works, and then play her at top level. and I think Sonic lacks that like accessibility, like the ease of use, and the fact that the like skill floor for Aegis is so low allows for like so much creativity, just being able to do whatever you want, playing like free flowing, and I think
I
that
agree
just
with that.
works so much better for Aegis than Sonic. Because Sonic is a little bit more like not as, I guess he's not as streamlined as when you're like learning him, because you just kind of have to play like a specific way. Whereas Aegis, you can just kind of play however you want with both characters.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's why I think Sonic should be above Aegis. Aegis requires a lot of precision with her play. You can kind of mash a little bit, but with Sonic, I feel like camping with him is more forgiving than Aegis mashing is forgiving. Because there's a lot of bad Aegises, myself included, who just kind of swing around and it feels like they're a million miles off their opponent. Aegis is a character that requires precision. You know, when you look at an Aegis combo, they hit that into that, and it looks really easy, but it's like, it requires like the pinpoint. Like if your finger slips on the control stick a little bit, you're not hitting that combo.
Yeah.
Sonic is more of a, you hit that side B, you're gonna hit the fair out of it. You know what I'm saying? The homing attack automatically aims for you. And it feels like the precision that you need with Aegis. Like, if you miss the ledge with Mithra side B by like 2 centimeters, you're falling to your death. You know?
That's true.
I feel like Aegis is really easy to pick up, but I feel like Aegis is very difficult to like compete at a top level. I feel like Sonic is hard too. I'm not saying Sonic is easy baby character. I'm just saying that like Sonic's stuff that he has is more guaranteed, in my opinion.
I think I kind of understand. Well, I do understand where you're coming from, but I think the way that a lot of his stuff is guaranteed makes it so much easier to like understand how a Sonic is playing. And for an Aegis player, you can play more predictably, but like the way that they function allows you to counterpick somebody's playstyle like way better than Sonic can, because he's kind of stuck to his own playstyle for a lot of the part. If, yeah, I think that's about all I got.
I played both of these characters. I personally found Sonic harder. Okay. If that might even be an argument towards Aegis top 1 instead. But I did find Sonic to be more difficult. But the thing is with Aegis, I feel like people swing and miss a lot more often than they would do with Sonic.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you... Because here's the thing. I would be fine with this going either way. What are your thoughts on, like... I don't know. Tell me what you're thinking a little bit right now.
Right now? To be honest, I think this could go back and forth for a long time, because both of these characters have so many good strengths and weaknesses. So at this point, I wouldn't even mind like a coin flip or something like that.
Here's the thing. I think I'm gonna put Aegis as top 1.
Okay.
Because I think at the end of the day, what it is that a lot of Aegis's faults can boil down to human error.
Yeah.
I think both of these characters have some flaws, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Aegis's flaws are more of she's difficult to handle at a top level, and Sonic's flaws are less about how you play him and more about the character itself.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this.
Okay. I think this is about good.
I think this is good. Let's look over this one more time. Okay. And just see if we want to swap around any characters before this goes live on the Rat Global Twitter, right?
True. I want to see if chat has any.
Chat has been molding this entire time. I just want to let you know I'm happy I haven't been reading out chat this whole time, because they're upset.
Okay, that's to be expected. If it's like a matchup chart, tier list, anything where you're like ranking characters against each other, it's going to end badly for anybody that doesn't have your opinion.
Even
like I don't think there's any winning, but I do want to at least listen to what they have to say because I think a lot of them do have better perspectives on some characters than I do because obviously
Yeah.
we all have our limited like view of the game through our own characters.
Yeah, like Joel is the one who's been saying Byleth in front of young Link is stupid, but he mains young Link.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a level of everyone has a little bit of bias in them, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah. I think a lot of this
But I'm
is
looking
just
over this list right now.
thing.
E tier, Ganon, Plant, Mac, Gunner. Do we want to put Mac above Gunner?
Yeah. I think Matt can just do a little bit better.
Okay. D, DDD, Me Sword Fighter, Lucario, Doc, Isabel, Banjo.
Well, I probably
My
put
biggest
Doc above
concern right
Isabel.
here is Doc. What do we think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do we think we raise Doc?
I think we raised Doc.
I'm willing to put Doc like right. I'm willing to put him at the top or below Banjo.
Yeah, I think so. I think Doc's got that frame in frame data advantage over Banjo.
Let's put. I'll do that then. C tier. Zelda. Layla in my chat has been demanding a Zelda increase this entire time. I feel like Zelda's pretty fair on this list right now, to be honest. Because I'm looking at all these characters, I can't justify them being above Zelda in my mind. I know you love Zelda's character. I know.
I think Zelda, as far as her kind of character goes, setup characters are just not that good. And I
agree.
She's so exploitable. With all the experiences I've had playing against Zelda, there's so much that can go wrong. You can fall out of Nair, like Fair doesn't sweet spot. Her side B is kind of not that good at all unless you get
Oh,
read
poor
on
Layla.
somebody's like recovery. I think her neutral B is kind of overrated because I just don't see it that much in play offline. I think her up B.
Online though.
Okay, online.
Online's a different story. So we got Zelda, Marth, K. Rool, Villager, Robin, Ices, Belmont, Kirby, Toon Link, Incineroar, Ridley, Bay, J, and Rosalina. I'm liking that.
Honestly, I think Rosa could go a little bit higher.
You think so? You think Rosa could be like above Lucas?
I think so, because I think she can just.
I understand that. I like that.
Like every character below her.
I like that. So here we go. B tier. We got Pichu, Lucas, Rosa, DK, Puff, Meta Knight, Link, Mewtwo, Chrom, Pitts, Duck Hunt, Wii Fit, Ike, Sheik, Inkling, Hero, Corrin, Falcon, Sora, Luigi, Olimar, Greninja, Mega Man, Ken.
Okay, I'm kind of seeing a pattern with B tier. It's all characters that are like, they're really good in a vacuum when you're thinking about them.
Really?
But they just don't work that well in play.
Yeah, because
Because it's so many characters where people are just falling out of things, or they're like struggling to get kills, or they're getting edge guarded. It's just those kinds of characters.
The thing about B tier, you want to know what I've noticed low key about B tier? B tier has a lot of these characters are kind of good on paper, but they're meta irrelevant.
Yeah, I think that for a lot of them, because you can see if you just look at the top 5 right now and you're just comparing them to these characters, it's all just characters that get stuffed out by the top level.
I agree. Anyone we want to switch around right now? I'm thinking Link might be able to go lower.
I think Link. I think it could go like a little bit above Chrom.
Really? You think you're a Link believer?
I'm a Link believer. I think
I'm a Link hater.
He has a little bit more that works than Chrom. Because Chrom's got that recovery.
If we disagree on it, let's keep him where he is. Because you want him higher, I want him lower. Let's keep him.
Okay.
Duck Hunt, I think is fine.
Okay. I think Olimar's a little bit underrated.
You think so? Do you want to put Olimar like below Ken?
I think so.
Alright, I'm okay with that.
Better than like. I think Luigi might be a little bit overrated, but I'm also fine with keeping him where he is.
I actually do kind of want to put Luigi right here.
Okay.
Because especially since he won that European major.
That's true.
I feel like a lot of our Luigi play. I feel like Luigi hasn't reached potential yet.
Yeah, I think so.
Link should def go up the fuck. I mean,
I think that's
I'm a Link hater. I'm sorry. I don't think he's that good at all. Yeah. Chat thinks Link might want to go up. I disagree though, because here's the thing with Link for me. There's no point. You know, there's like, I just don't see any reason you would ever play him over Young Link.
I want to see what the chat has to think about that one.
I do want to see what the chat thinks about that. I think Link is kind of a worthless character in this game. Other than the fact if you want to just appear to be a big brain. When,
he's like an in-between
you
for
know.
Young Link and Toon Link, but he's still not that good.
I honestly, like, I don't know. I think Link is kind of just like, he's fallen off so hard. He's the character that fell off the most from Ultimate's beginning to now. He fell off the absolute most.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish he was good. I love Breath of the Wild, but like, it's just, I'm thinking about it, and the detonation bomb setups. It's like you were talking about Zelda. Setup characters are just not that good in this game.
Yeah, they're just
And
not doing
Link,
that well.
the only thing Link has above the other Links, the only thing Link has unique is the fact that he's a setup character with the bomb.
Yeah.
If you don't use those setups, you're basically just playing worse Young Link.
Yeah.
Cause like what, up B out of shield, side B into fair. You're just playing Young Link, but without the fire arrow. You know.
That's true.
I'm
Young
just
Link just
yeah.
has so many more options.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
I agree. He's got less lag, much less. Young Link does. Young Link has way less lag.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. I think Link should stay where he is.
That's fair. I think
A tier. We got Bayonetta, Ryu, Bowser. I looked at Falco and almost said Tilde. Falco, Ness. I almost said Mars. Okay, ZSS, Yoshi, Sephiroth. Oh, that one didn't even make sense. Young Link, Byleth. I said that because I looked at Young Link and thought Tweak, and I was like, wait a minute, that one doesn't even make sense. Byleth, Wario, Shulk, Diddy, Game & Watch, Cloud, the Samuses, Min, Terry, Mario, Lucina.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
It's kind of good. I think Wario goes above Shulk.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. I can feel that. Yeah.
So I think it's easier to make him work. Because Shulk, obviously, when he works. But Wario's way easier to get to that point where he can just, like, do things.
I'm honestly down to move Terry down if you want to.
I'd probably move him down.
Where are you thinking? I'm thinking, like, below Game & Watch. Maybe below, like... You want to go just right above Shulk?
Right above Shulk? Yeah, I think that works. Because I'm looking at every character that's above him.
Yeah,
and all
you know.
I can think of is every character here that's above him just beats him.
I'm like, Terry's not that good.
He's just lacking. He's
yeah.
so much range. But
the other thing,
have that like Kazuya thing where you can just kind of go through everything.
The other thing chat just brought up, and I kind of agree with it. Do we raise Cloud to be above the Samuses or above Min? What do you think?
I think he goes above Samus's, but probably not Min.
I'm okay with that.
Min is so polarizing. She can just like delete characters.
Min nullifies like half the cast.
Yeah, if you're like below B tier, you just don't win against Min.
That's why she's a great secondary, you know.
Yeah. I think Mario, Lucina, they're just solid characters.
Yeah, I like that. I like this.
Yeah.
And then S tier, we've got Daisy, Peach, Me Brawler, Palu, Snake, Kazuya, Fox, PT, Wolf, not T, Pac-Man, Roy, Rob, Pika, Joker, Steve, Sonic, Pyra. I think our top 5 is solid. I would say our top 7 is solid, right?
Yeah. I think between like Wolf, Fox, and PT, they're all kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, these 3 are pretty close. I would say, what do we think about Pac-Man? Do you think he's fine right there?
I'm a believer. I think he's just so solid in like every single like aspect of gameplay. He can just kind of do everything.
I'm okay with putting Pac-Man above Roy.
I don't know about above Roy. I think Roy's got that cheese factor.
Yeah.
He can just kill you.
Yeah.
I think Pac-Man struggles slightly in killing if he doesn't get like Bell.
Listen, I'm just saying, if I was making this tier list with Big Duck Hunt fan, Pac-Man would not be up here at all.
Where does he wait? Where did
You don't
where
know?
do they rank
Big Duck
Alright,
Hunt fan thinks Pac-Man is the second worst character in the game.
What?
He does. He does. No, that's genuine. He went on Twitter and he was like, I challenge any Pac-Man to prove me wrong. And to be fair, I don't think he has been proven wrong yet. So I'm not sure he's lost against any Pac-Man before. I think what he said was like, was just like, you can catch every single one of his projectiles while he's throwing them. He's bad.
No. Please don't. No.
Oh, it's crazy.
You think this is worse than like Lucario DDD?
That's one of the most infamous like Smash Twitter tier list opinions, I think.
That's insane.
Yeah, so okay. I'm okay with the rest of this.
I'm pretty solid with the rest of this. I think
People might think we're rating Kazuya too low, but
honestly, I put Palu above Kazuya.
really?
I think so. I think she's just that solid. I think she's like in the Wolf PT Fox area where they're just so good all-rounded characters. I think she just kind of fits in there.
I think Palutena could suffer a little bit with range in the air.
I think so.
I'm okay with keeping Palutena there though, if you are.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I was thinking, because like people always make the Kazuya's overpowered. Like, I could see Kazuya being below Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Do we
looking
want to
like-
put him there?
I'm looking at overall consistency. I just don't think it lines up because I think he does have those like really big weaknesses.
Bad
that the
matchups,
others
yeah.
don't.
I am thinking we keep him there.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, so this is our final tier list.
I can't wait to see.
This is gonna we're gonna
Again.
upload this on the Rat Global Twitter account,
I cannot.
and we're
wait.
gonna get torn up.
We're not going to see daylight.
But honestly, as far as tier lists go, I think this is pretty solid.
I think it's just like average tier list.
I don't think
there's
there's-
any explosive,
yeah.
like weirdo takes in here.
Yeah, I was looking at this and I'm like, there's nothing here I would consider controversial. There's some things you could nitpick, but there's nothing here that's like Pac-Man and AE tier, you know?
No, I think there's a bunch of things where somebody could come in and argue, I think this character should be like a tier up,
Yeah.
a couple spots up, and we would be like, yeah, that's fair. I don't think there's like, I
mhm.
think this character is like 5 tiers off.
Yeah, nothing like that. Here, the thing about it is that like, at the end of the day, a lot of people, because like there was one arguing that like Joel's been arguing the entire time, Young Link above Byleth or whatever. But at the end of the day, especially in the between the tiers, there is not that much difference. Like Aegis is not like way better than say Roy.
Yeah,
We're
the
talking
difference,
slight
like,
differences in the
there's,
orders
like,
here.
Yeah, the character gap is not like there. They're all really close to each other. They could all just like.
You think
reasonably
Link is
overtake each
controversial?
other. Byleth could overtake Young
I don't
Link.
think so.
No, Young Link could
Alright,
overtake Byleth
let's-
in like any like decent scenario.
Yeah, let's save it. We're good.
Okay. There it is.
Here we go. I'm gonna pictures, save pictures. Where is it?
That was a little bit faster than I thought it would be.
I know, right?
Oh god, I hope your Switch actually works still.
Right, dude. We boot up the Switch. I get an error code for the arena. Time to make a matchup chart. Literally, that's what would happen. All right, let me disconnect my stream, like a screen share. I forgot that I had you on push to talk.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
I was just sitting here like, yep, he's just stunned into silence by my joke right there.
It's just like, is he there? No.
No, I was thinking like, I just boot up the Switch, I get an error code, and I'm like, well, time for matchup charts now.